Born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, former trader, real estate investor, and startup expert turned venture capitalist and global success coach. He has personally mentored and worked with some of the sharpest entrepreneurs and companies in the world, including Brian Tracy, Mark Victor Hansen, Robert Allen, Les Brown, Vic Conant, and billion-dollar firms like the MGM Resort Properties in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the billion-dollar powerhouse Lottomatic. He has helped take companies from zero to over $500 million, some public, some private, and everything in between. He's the host of the nationally syndicated radio show, The Rainmaker Show, and has been featured in a number of personal development movies, including Pass It On and Embrace the Journey. He loves to work with entrepreneurs and small business owners. One of the students' projects hit the top 1,000 websites in the world in less than 12 months, with over 300,000 customers and revenues of just over $2 million per month. How many people would like to learn the secrets of that success story? He has just completed his new book, The Spirit of a Rainmaker, which is certain to be a bestseller. He travels relentlessly, speaking to small and large groups, and shares specifically what it takes to build a successful company. His company, Power Team International, sponsors and hosts more than 100 events per year, including the Small Business Expos and super conferences that have included superstars like T. Harv Eker, Bob Proctor, and even former President Bill Clinton. His passion is to guide individuals, entrepreneurs, and companies to achieve their dreams. He is one of the most connected guys on the planet. He has a billion-dollar Rolodex and has been interviewed on major networks like NBC, ABC, and Fox. He's the creator of the Rainmaker Summit Business Success Program, which has helped entrepreneurs worldwide find their passion, become laser-focused, and build their ultimate 2-year success plans. How many people here today can use a comprehensive 2-year success plan? He is currently ranked in the top 25 speakers in the area of motivation and inspiration. He's the CEO founder of one of the top venture capital business coaching firms in the world, Power Team International. Get ready for some amazing content on how to succeed in business, connect with millionaires, and discover the secrets to quantum success. He will share with you specifically what it takes to create massive success in today's global business marketplace. Everybody, stand to your feet and welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Bill Walsh.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our amazing webinar this afternoon about what it takes to launch, grow, and build an incredible business. My name is Bill Walsh. I'm the CEO and founder of Power Team International. We're so excited to share this global vision and help you really take your idea, your concept, maybe something you've been thinking about for a while, to the next level. And really this session is perfect for anyone that's an entrepreneur, anyone that owns a business, someone that's thinking about starting a business, or maybe an executive in transition. We work with entrepreneurs from companies that range from $0 and just an idea of a concept to companies that are, north of a couple $100 million a year. But really our focused range is $0 to $25 million a year. So if your business is anywhere between $0 and $25 million a year, I know for a fact that we can help you about 100% of the time. And I always like to start out events by giving away really cool gifts. So I've created a very special gift for everyone that took the time to plug in today. It's called our Ultimate Secrets Gift, and it really is our DVD series online. You've got about 48 hours to go access this incredible series on time management and business growth by just going to the website that's on the screen, ultimatesecrets360.com. Use that code 2020. You'll get access to that DVD series immediately today, and it's a great download, a great gift for everyone. I think, once again, that the more you can feed your mind with great information, the better off you're going to do. And so this is really a great time if you've got a pad of paper and a pen and maybe something to drink, sit down and get some great notes on this and take the notes that I give you and put them into motion as quickly as possible, and you'll begin to see some outstanding results in your business. I always think it's awesome to kind of start out by talking a bit about the story. How did we get to where we're at today? Because you always hear about these overnight success stories, but I'll tell you that almost every overnight success story is usually about 10 years in the making, right? So just write that one down, that most overnight success stories are about 10 years in the making. And I'm no different. Our team, we're very fortunate to have a fabulous team around me. Otherwise, we would never be where we're at today. But I've been broke and wealthy. I can promise you that broke sucks. And my story is pretty simple. I was born right in Chicago, didn't have a lot of money, came from a very middle-class, hardworking family. But I learned at a young age that the only way to really do something great and really generate some significant revenue was to either be an entrepreneur or own a business. And so literally right out of high school, I went into trading, from trading investing into real estate, from real estate investing into startups. And so for more than the last 2 decades, all I've done is business coaching, turnarounds, and startups to help companies take their ideas and their visions to the next level. And around the year 2000, what happened is that, I really had gotten to a certain point where I said, why not create products for all small business? And at that point, we created an amazing product that combined an incredible website builder package, combined with a business plan, combined with a time management system. Because I figured if an entrepreneur had a great business plan, had a website that converted, and they were organized, they'd make a lot more money. And before you know it, within a couple of years, we teamed up with a marketing group out of New York, and we were beginning to sell that product in literally more than 20 countries in less than 20 months. So I talked to our team and I said, let's pick 50 rock star entrepreneurs from around the world, and let's work with those rock star entrepreneurs for the next year and teach them what does it take to become a rainmaker. And that's really where the whole idea was, that we just love to help entrepreneurs grow their businesses, take their ideas and, turn them into real companies. And I think a lot of times what happens is that once you begin to get down that path and you get that idea, sometimes it's hard to get there on your own. And so we created this product. What happened was that it went viral. More and more people wanted this product. They wanted more information. So literally almost 10 years ago, we launched the business course called Rainmaker. The Rainmaker Summit 2005 is when we launched the program, with really what I would call a 2.5-day, and many people have called it like an MBA for an entrepreneur, right? It really is the most intense 2.5 days on leadership, systems, and accountability. And people would apply to come to the course. They'd pour more than $5,000 to come to the program. And we had a vision that, that first year, let's help a couple hundred entrepreneurs go through the program. And sure enough, we did that. A year later, we had more than 2,000 applicants. And so what we decided to do is that, we made it where more people could take advantage of the program. And by 2007, we said, why not take the course online and begin to offer it all over the world as a digital asset? And so what happened from there is that we combined the best of all the live training and put it into a 12 to 16 week module program, where literally someone that's an entrepreneur that's really serious about launching, growing, or building a business, we would take them through multiple peers of that, where literally they'd understand the leadership, the communication, the systems, the planning, and the accountability. What does it take to build $1 million business, right? What does it take to go from zero to hero, or to take a company idea that's already grown? How do you make it even more successful? And that was really where this all started, right? And then at the same time, we then added in access to a global community. We added access to a video vault. We added software that would help an entrepreneur really launch, grow, and build a more successful business. We added business plan software. Because once again, I don't believe there's anything that's out there that really is designed to supercharge an entrepreneur or really help a small business. I think a lot of the programs through our government here in the US have been outdated. And at the same time, we began to fund some of these companies. So at the same time we launched the venture fund, we also launched and put together the entire program for Rainmakers, where it became not just an online journey or an online e-program, but also a live course that, back then it was only a couple times a year. Now it's more than 30 times a year, live in US, Canada, Europe, Caribbean, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, now Cyprus. We know for a fact that we're on path to become the world's leader in success education, primarily because our focus is helping those entrepreneurs that we know are underserved. And when we built the entire program back in 2007, and we launched out the national and global plan, we also launched what's called a scholarship program. And as part of what we call a partial scholarship, we literally made it so easy for someone to be a part of our program, where back then they had to pay $5,000, single tickets, no friends, no family. Today, we've literally made it so easy for someone to be part of our program, where now the program, if you were to buy the entire package with all the pieces, is more than $20,000. But as part of our partial scholarship program, you get the entire package for the whole year for less than $2,000. So we've made it once again something that every entrepreneur can do. And believe it or not, now with our newest program, you can start the Rainmaker journey for less than $199, like $199 down and $199 a month for 12 months. So we've really gotten rid of all the excuses that entrepreneurs have as to why they don't do it. And for us, it's okay, because it allows now tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs to go through our courses and programs. And of course, what we're looking for from all those great entrepreneurs are companies that we can partner with, companies that we can maybe help them with their marketing or help them with some financing, because we know that most entrepreneurs that are going to grow a business, they need two things. Write these down, please. They need money and marketing. Those are two super important things for a company. And so we've combined the best of small business education with access to marketing partners, with access to potential financing partners, because I know for a fact that if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner that really has some big goals and visions, right, this is definitely your time. We live in the age of the entrepreneur. You are watching companies that are generating valuations in 3 to 5 years that used to take 300 to 500 years. And I don't think this is going to slow down. I mean, if you begin to look at all the companies out there, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all go down the line, right? Instagram, WhatsApp, all of these companies started somewhere. They all started with somebody having a great idea that they could do big things, and they went out to serve a marketplace. And in 2008, we launched my private mastermind called Win University, where a couple times a year we get together a think tank and we work on our companies. And my partners back then told me I was crazy for launching it, but it's become a global phenomenon in the last 6 years or almost 7 years now, because we've really helped launch some incredible projects out of there that have had global impact on some of the business they're doing, which is pretty outstanding. 2010, we launched a speaker program, a done-for-you speaker course for anyone that really is serious about selling from the platform. So if you're listening today and you're a subject matter expert and you are outstanding at what you do in the space that you do, and it serves a lot of people and you're great at it, we're looking for those next great speakers. So we created a done-for-you speaker program, and I know that if that's something that really interests you, we'll get back with you one-on-one on that. And you've got to have a 3-year commitment. It's a $15,000 course. We build your product box. We shoot your video. We create your media kit. And then once you submit your video within 60 days, we're then putting you on a stage to go sell your program, your product, your service. And I don't know that anybody else offers anything like this, but I can tell you for a fact that it's become, once again, another course that has changed tens of thousands of people's lives because of the impact these speakers have had out there. And we're always looking for that next great speaker. So, if that resonates with you, that's certainly something you put in the chat box. And, or get back to a team member that invited you to this webinar today, and they'll get you some of the details. At the same time, and back in 2010, we also launched and began to fund and sponsor the Small Business Expos. That was a couple times a year back then. Now it's 10 to 20 times a year now. We're getting 80 to 100,000 folks a year through that program as well. And in 2013, we launched one of our newest programs, Residual Mastery, where it's a done-for-you program. We build your squeeze page, sales page, offer page, and then do a revenue share with you on your digital product, your offer, as well as inside that program, teach you about how to build an effective home-based business, but really how to use the internet to grow your company. And that course is really led by Austin Walsh, my son, but he's doing amazing jobs working with companies around the world in that program as well. And that kind of brings you up to where we're at today and how did we get to where we're at. And I think it's really important you understand those pieces of the puzzle so that we can then dive into, what does it take to go from A to Z? What does it take to go from wherever you're at today to the next level? And knowing for a fact that if you are an entrepreneur or you're a business owner and this message resonates with you, you need help in any of those areas that we're going to go through today, make sure you team up with us, right? I believe that we've gotten rid of all the barriers as to what would slow somebody down from starting. Now it just comes down to taking action, right? And I always like to ask the question, it's like, why do you believe it is that most entrepreneurs don't achieve their big goals, right? The reality is we write out these goals, we have these big ideas, we start these businesses, we join these home-based business companies, and yet we don't get the results. And then after a while, we start to believe that, maybe the goals aren't achievable. Maybe the outcome's not going to be there. Maybe it's not supposed to happen for me. And what I believe that Henry Ford said, he said, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. And I think that's what kills the entrepreneurial spirit in our country, is that self-doubt sets in because we don't get those instant results. We don't get that money right now. And I'm here to tell you today that if you're not willing to commit 1 to 2 years to build a great business, then don't start, because it's going to be tough. You're going to have challenges. And that's one of the reasons, as part of our program, that we built a global community of entrepreneurs where you can plug in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and talk to other entrepreneurs and see what they're going through, right? What ideas do they have? How do they get better at what they're doing? But when we began to look at the research on this, right, and I become one of the foremost experts as to why do small businesses fail, right? Why don't they make it? And when you start looking at the stats, right, more than 50% of the small businesses in our country fail in the first 5 years. And I believe that number is probably higher than that. These are only the ones that are reported. It's not counting everyone that joins a home-based business company and then never has the success. But I also think the bigger stats beyond that are, less than 7% ever get to $1 million a year. Less than 2% ever get to $10 million a year. So when we did the research on why don't they get there, we began to figure out that the number one killer was self-doubt. And of course, a lot of people quit. They need capital, they need a better plan, systems, they need a better team, and then some marketing. Of course, the big one that I look for is commitment, right? Are you willing to commit to achieve those big goals and dreams? But I think the bigger mistake too is that, people write down their goals and dreams and they have these ideas, they don't show up. And believe it or not, I don't think that's the answer. I think the answer is that, many times we're chasing the wrong goals. We haven't really had our goals defined by minimums, maximum, and outrageous goals. And the number one driver that I find to really help entrepreneurs get there is called vision, right? A company without vision will perish, just like a nation without vision will perish. So one of the biggest things we work on as part of the entrepreneur, success program, Rainmakers, let's start with your vision. If you'll just tell me where it is you want to go and tell our team, there's no doubt that our team can help you get there, because every great business, every great idea, it all starts with a big vision. And just take a moment right now and write down, Write down what is the vision for your idea or for your business for the next 2 to 5 years. And really take the time to think that through. My vision is, Our vision is simple: to become the world's leader in success education. Now, that's not easy to achieve, We know that most companies have a big vision. They may never achieve their vision. They may never get there, But there's nothing wrong with shooting for such high, incredible marks with your vision and falling a bit short. And then realize all the goals become, and this is very important, right next to vision, the goals simply become the milestones, kind of like, think of like you're climbing a mountain, the base camp, camp 1, camp 2, camp 3, that help you get to the vision to make it become a reality. But the mistake, once again, we make is we write down goals that we don't achieve, we stop believing in them, and then it's over. And many times we have that negative voice in our head that, starts telling you can't do things, you're not worth it, you're not supposed to be wealthy, you're not supposed to have these things. And before you know it, that's what you start to believe. And that needs to change drastically, that if you'll start with a vision that's big enough, you'll find the vision will truly inspire you to begin to achieve those goals. And that's what our Rainmaker program really starts with, is it starts with the mindset and the belief system. There's nothing wrong with being successful. There's nothing wrong with taking ownership of your life. There's nothing wrong with starting slow. There's nothing wrong with building a part-time income that over time can replace your full-time income at your career. And I don't either say quit your job and live your dreams. I say, keep your job if you love it, but build a secondary income that can really pay for the options you want for the rest of your life. But if you're already in a business, the vision is so much more powerful that every person in your company needs to know the vision for your business. They all have to have clear goals where you're going, What exactly are you expecting of the brand and the vision to get there? And if it's not clear, there's no way you'll achieve it. We know that most entrepreneurs will spend their entire life in a place called Busyville. And it's not their fault, they just get stuck. So when you start to realize what does it take to go from wherever you're at today to the next level, you have to know inside your heart, inside your head, that you've got some great intellectual property. You've got some great gifts. And there's no time like right now, and I do mean right now, then to start monetizing them. So let's kind of walk through over the next 45 minutes. And of course, if this resonates with you, I'm telling you for a fact that we're going to make an opportunity today for everyone that's on this line, at least for the first 50, to really be a part of our Rainmaker programs worldwide and take advantage of what's happening on this global expansion plan, So kind of here's where a lot of this starts, We start to look at what does it take to really create that. Everything starts with a decision. Everything you're going to do in your life starts with a decision. And when you start to realize wherever you're at today, it's from the work you've done for the last 2 to 5 years, And so the vision, just so we're very clear on these things, the vision is where you're going. The mission is how you get there. And if you ask what we help with at a very, very high level for entrepreneurs or small business owners, we help you understand, what does it look like to be a part of the 2%? What does it look like to be way outside the comfort zone to really achieve all your biggest goals and dreams? And that starts with a vision so powerful that it scares you to step outside the circle. So when we work with you as part of the Rainmaker program, I'm going to help you understand, how do you tap into that big vision? Then how do you build the mission? That's the how-to portion, to achieve the vision, So when you think about that decision, I'd ask you to make a decision today that you have big things to do in your life. You're ready for more. You're willing to commit 1 to 2 years to build a real business. That you're willing to wake up early and go to bed late and put the work in, because that's what it takes to be an entrepreneur. If somebody pitches you on some get-rich-quick scheme, make all this money overnight, just run away, because most of those get-rich-quick equals get broke faster. But to make that decision, once you've made that decision, you've got to back it up with the right communication. And that's why it's so critically important that you turn off the TV. Turn off all the garbage on television that's designed to pollute your mind. Turn off all the negative people in your life. Listen, if you hang out with 4 broke negative people, you'll be the 5th. And I watch entrepreneurs do this, where they've got these great ideas, and all of a sudden their family, their friends, somebody says, oh, you can't do that. You're not supposed to be successful. And what happens is many times we believe in what they say, and they literally steal your dreams. But that communication has to come from the inside out. And what I know for a fact is that the quality of your communication will dictate the quality of your life. The quality of your communication will dictate the quality of your life, your bank account, and all the relationships around you. So if you don't like where things are at, right, it's not somebody else's fault. It's best to have a good, clear communication with yourself to figure out what does it take to become even better. And those two things in your language are so critical, so powerful that the minute we begin to write out our goals, and if you're just write down, your top 3 goals for the next 12 months, what are they? But write those goals with empowering language. All your goals start with I am. They're not focused on money. They're not focused on losing things or moving away from things. They're focused on being empowered by things in your life that literally pull you to where you're going. So, for example, it's not about losing weight. It's about learning to eat super healthy. It's not about learning how to become debt-free. It's about learning and empowering the programs to achieve financial freedom. It's not about just staying afloat in business or making some money. It's about serving customers at such a high level that you create so much value that they think you're crazy. Because I know for a fact, please write this down, it's the crazy ones that make all the money. So just say to yourself every day when you wake up, I'm a little crazy, because that's what it takes to be a rock star entrepreneur. If you want to become a rainmaker in business and a rainmaker in life, right, you've got to be willing to do consistently what other people won't do. And to change the course, right, it's not about just, changing the course or directional. It's really about changing the conversation. And many times it's a conversation you have with yourself. And when we talk about monetizing your IP, you have to realize that you have some great intellectual property right between your ears. I know for a fact that if you're on this webinar today, you probably already have something that you're great at. Now, how cool would it be to actually monetize what you're great at, right? And one of the first things we do is that we begin to figure out that you've got to be positioned as an expert. You've got to be the expert in your space. You've got to become what's called a specialist. Part of the Rainmaker training program is we make sure that are you dialed in to really be the best in class? Are you dialed in to own your industry? Are you dialed in to become in your space? Just think about it. What are the top 10 people in your industry? What do they earn on an annual basis? And whatever they earn on an annual basis, write down that number. Write that number down for the people in the top 10 and realize this, and please write this down right below it. If they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. And that's why, as part of the Rainmaker program, we're going to teach you how to write your book in 4 weeks. How cool would it be to have your own book out there? Because the minute you sell one book on Amazon, you become a published author. The minute you become a published author, and maybe you don't want to write a book, but we'll teach you how to open up your own TV station online for free. We'll teach you how to start doing some of your own broadcasts for free. Because the minute you start to get messaging out there that you're positioned as an expert in that space, you're going to get more customers. So step one in really understanding how do you achieve your big goals, your big dreams, your big vision is that you've got to become great at it. I always challenge entrepreneurs, commit 10,000 hours. Commit 10,000 hours to really owning your space, to becoming best in class in the industry that you're in. And the minute you make that decision, I want you to write this down, anything and everything is possible. Anything and everything is possible. You have to know in your heart that you really have some great things to do. And the minute you do that, I'm telling you, it's a whole different game. It is a whole different game once you own the space that you're in and you're recognized as the source of the expert in that community. So, if you're thinking about, starting a business, launching a business, growing a business, there's no doubt that as part of the Rainmaker program, we're going to help you get positioned, have a very clear vision, have a very clear mission, have an amazing purpose, and that it's all lined up so literally you can work backwards in your success. You always start with the end in mind. So we'll teach you how to work backwards. Once you position where you're going, how to work backwards to today's date so you know exactly what you do every day when you wake up so you can begin to monetize your IP and really take ownership of your life and your dreams, right? And I think as you look at this slide, right, it's like, where do you fit in? Are you really choosing happiness? Are you exploring new relationships? Do you live in a world of abundance, right? Are you totally open to new things? Are you committed to getting the best out of your life, right? That's the group that we're looking for. If you say, who do I love to spend my time with? I love to spend my time with the part of the population that says, you know what? I can do anything. I have big things to do, right? I really have some big things to do in my life. And I know for a fact that if I could have got there by myself, I'd already be there. So be open to realizing, and I had to open myself this. I made the mistake thinking I could do it all by myself, right? And I hit all kinds of ceilings. And finally, I realized that it's not about me. It's about the people I can serve. It's about if I can get outside the comfort zone, right, There's so much more that I can do and our team can do to truly inspire lives all over the planet. And that's exactly what happened. The second piece of the equation is that you got to build a community, right? So if you start looking, what does it take to be a rainmaker? Number one, it always starts with a great plan. I mean, look at the picture of that Atlantis hotel. It did not just come up out of the ground, right? They had an amazing vision, a clear plan, an incredible team, right? But they always started with a plan, and that's a big part of Rainmakers that we make sure you start today. You enroll today, you start today. You build what's called Success Track. And Success Track is something we've used for more than 20 years, right, to help entrepreneurs, help business owners, help major companies really figure out where they're going, how they're going to get there, who they're getting there with. And it's a nice part of the program because it helps set up what's called the Fast Track program to really help you achieve those goals and dreams. Once the Success Track is done, we do what's called a success plan. That takes a little more detail, a little more work, and that all feeds into something called a business plan. And so any entrepreneur that's serious about growing a business, there's no doubt that you've got to have a success track, a success plan, and a real business plan that's be called a rolling business plan, which means that literally month after month after month after month for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you'll always be building upon the plan that you've created. And understand that when it comes to success, you always pay full price, you always pay in advance, but you have to be open to correct and continue. So I want you to think about as you're listening today, right, over the last 2 years or 5 years, if you had a better plan, if you really had a clear initiative quarter over quarter with an MBO plan, so your management by objectives per quarter, were broken down into KPIs or your key performance indicators week after week, would you be making a whole lot more money? We know for a fact that every Fortune 500 company has a great plan and a clear vision to where they're going, or they wouldn't be in the Fortune 500. So it's not that you have to be a Fortune 500 company, but I want you to think like a Fortune 500 CEO. I want you to think like the person that's leading an amazing vision with an incredible plan, because your success is just as important as their success. And the minute you take ownership to know that you're going to have even greater success one day at a time, and once again, it's not about the amount of money you make, right? It really is about, is it success for you? Please make sure you define success on your own terms. Don't worry about what anybody else makes. I went down to Richard Branson's house in Necker Island. I thought I was doing great stuff. I got there, I realized I haven't even started. There's so much to do. But I do know for a fact that any company that's had any massive valuation increase, they've all built a great community. And you have to build your community too. You have to start right now today to build a community, right? And that can start easily. You can go to like a website like Constant Contact, get your own newsletter system, right? Begin to build a tribe by giving things away for free. Give away as much stuff for free as you can that adds value for your customer, but you've got to have that built into your plan. The second piece, you got to have a great team. You got to surround yourself with a good internal team. And when you start to think of people for your team, think of people, number one, that can do the job. Number two, would you trust them with your kids or your family? And number three, is it somebody you want to spend time with on a social basis? If they don't fit three of those keys, they may not be a great long-term fit for your business or your brand, right? And one of the big things you start to realize that, weed people out. If they're poison to your system, cut them out, because they're not going to help your brand. And many times if you're teaming up with individuals for your business, maybe have them do a 90-day trial or 6-month trial with your company so that are they a great fit? And if they're not a great fit, just say, listen, thanks, but no thanks. We just have to move on. Because if you don't do it that way, right, you wind up setting yourself up for failure, right? But not only the internal team, but it's also the external team. Do you have a good virtual assistant? This would be a perfect time. Part of Rainmaker, we teach everyone how to have a virtual assistant, invest less than $50 a week, but someone that can do many of the things that you're not very good at and get them done as fast as you possibly can. And the third part of the team are called unemployable experts. You want to find people that are great at what they do, and we'll teach you how do you find unemployable experts that love helping building companies, right? They don't want business pay or market pay. What they're looking for is success fees, which means the more successful your brand is, you want to have a team around you that can help with those things. And many times that's also part of what we call your marketing team. It's critically important that you surround yourself with individuals that are connected to your perfect customer. And we'll talk more about this when we talk about productivity, because many times we find ourselves out there trying to do all the work ourselves and we're not getting the results we're looking for. We go out there every day and we try to market our businesses instead of realizing that if Oprah Winfrey says she loves your book, you're going to sell a lot more books, right? We know these are critical drivers for the business, right? There is nothing by accident that happens when it comes to success. You are the one that gets up early, goes to bed late, but there's no doubt if you have a great plan and a great team around you, you're going to get there a whole lot faster. So if you know for a fact that you're thinking, man, I just wish I had a better plan. I wish I had a better team. One thing you'll get from our Rainmaker program starting today will understand and teach you, how do you build that great team? How do you become the leader that attracts that great team? And how do you also put the systems in place and the program in place and the plan in place to make it a whole lot easier to achieve your big goal, your big dream? And that's when we talk about systems, right? We know for a fact that systems win, people fail. So just look at your business today. Do you have a great website? Does your website convert? Is it taking orders 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Do you have a great mobile app for your company, right? Are you currently selling through iTunes? Are you currently selling through the Droid network, right? And if you're not, when would be a good time to start? Do you have a good SMS or an automated marketing suite to actually send out text messaging, right? I know many of you today might have got a message from us, either via email or via text, that invited you to this event, or from someone else that invited you out to this event, right? We believe that business automation starts with great systems. And part of those systems are that you have to realize we live in a world today that social media is not going to go away. We know that, Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube, they're all here to stay. The question is, are you using these services to build your business? Do you have a good CRM system? Are you using automated marketing where you meet somebody one time and the system follows up with you forever? Are you using good video marketing? These are all pieces of the puzzle that, once again, as part of our program today, as part of the scholarship for those who decide to take action, you're going to get access to the Power Team iSuccess system, where it's all in one bundle. Your social media marketing, your website, your iPhone app, your text message marketing system, right? Your CRM. How awesome would it be to have under one system the ability to have all these things work for you and make it go a whole lot faster? Just think, if your company was on page 1 of Google, if your company had great automated marketing systems, how many more customers could you achieve per quarter? Just write down the number 10, the number 25, and the number 50. And begin to think, how much would it be worth to your business if you had 10 more customers per quarter, 25 customers, 50 customers? What about an extra 500 customers per quarter? How much would that be worth to your business? And circle that number. Because I know for a fact that if you don't have great systems, it's costing your company money every day. I know I've looked at so many businesses and they're missing just little pieces. And that's why the Rainmaker program is so powerful, because we go through everything. Your business cards, your postcards, your marketing funnels, your sales funnel, your loyalty programs, right? This is nothing that, it's not that you can't do all this stuff, but why not have a team around you that can guide you on the path to make sure that it's done right and that it's converting? I've had so many entrepreneurs tell me, Bill, I've got all this stuff. We do a little bit of homework. We look at the SEO for their product or service. They're not on page 1. We look at their business cards. They're using Yahoo, Gmail, AOL. We look at their marketing cards. They don't have QR codes. They don't have free reports. They don't have downloads. They don't have squeeze pages. They're missing so many pieces of the new technology and the new business economy that it takes to grow the company. And yet they'll sit there and kill themselves, right? Try to do it by themselves instead of saying, if somebody can help me with all this stuff and make it easier. I always ask entrepreneurs, how much is your time worth? If we could shortcut your success track by 1 to 3 years, how much would that be worth for you to start acquiring more customers, increasing your revenues, increasing your profits, and make it simple for them? That's the secret. How awesome would it be if we could help you make it easy to build your marketing, to build your streams, build your programs, and then generate a whole lot more money? And we'll teach you, how do you get great marketing partners? How do you communicate with them? As part of the community building, we'll teach you how to give an effective 29-second icebreaker, so you know exactly how to connect and do deals with millionaires and billionaires. We'll teach you how to give a 2-minute you. How do you get on national media? How do you get your message out through different services where your 2-minute message is so compelling, whether it's a chamber, a Rotary, that 2-minute message not just gets you a one-on-one contact, but gets you connected with the entire group or the entire organization you're speaking to within a matter of minutes to build that tribe and build that business? And how would you like to have the software to back it all up? Because that's all part of the Rainmaker program now, right? I have searched and I've worked diligently, and our team has worked diligently to really go out of our ways to say, what else does an entrepreneur need to be successful? What are all the missing pieces of the puzzle? And we bundle them inside of one program, which is now the Rainmaker Summit Entrepreneur Success Program. And once again, if this resonates with you, right, we're going to take a group of entrepreneurs that are really here that say, I'm absolutely serious about this. I would love to be part of the program. We'll give you a special link at the end. You'll be able to get access to it. Take advantage of it. There's some bonuses on here that you won't see anywhere else, but it really is an awesome gift for those that are totally serious about becoming an even more successful entrepreneur, or launching, growing, their business, or building an amazing home-based business company, right? Or being an even better independent agent or consultant. That's all part of putting these things together. And one of the bonuses we always have for entrepreneurs is that, that are part of our Rainmaker community is that we host a conference twice a year. It's called the Inspiration 2020 Conference. And as part of our scholarship program today, when you get enrolled, we're going to give you 10 tickets for that event. So write down 10 Inspiration 2020 tickets. They sell for around $200 a ticket. As part of our scholarship program today, when you enroll in the Rainmaker program, you'll actually get those tickets as a gift from us. But I also want to actually show you a really quick video because we're going to teach you how to build videos like the one you're going to see here in a second and teach you how to build these videos on an incredibly minimal budget. But these are videos we'll teach you how to actually use as part of your marketing every month. So let me go to the video real quick. We'll be right back within a second, okay? Now, how awesome is that to have something like that to build your business around and be able to automate some of your video marketing? And what if we could teach you to produce videos like that for less than $10 a month? Would that be pretty awesome? You see, what I do believe is that if entrepreneurs are ready to be more successful, great things are going to show up. And obviously building the community is a big part of that. And we're going to teach you how to do all those things as part of the Rainmaker program. Well, the third piece of the equation is all about productivity, right? We know for a fact that every day you get 86,400 seconds. And I'm going to challenge you, our team will challenge as part of the Rainmaker program, is that who do you spend that time with, right? How do you build what's called an amazing daily method of operation? What we believe is that millionaires have $1 million habits, right? And then, of course, who are you spending your time with? Who are you allowing into your life? And then who are you allowing to spend time with to help you really grow your concepts and grow your business? See, I know for a fact that for me, until I was willing to get outside my comfort zone, I was not going to grow. It was awesome to share the stage with Anthony Robbins, incredible to share the stage with President Bill Clinton, right? But I put myself in that opportunity. It didn't just show up. If you're waiting for top people to call you and follow up with you, that's not going to happen. You've got to reach way outside your comfort zone to realize if you have big goals and big dreams and a big vision, you've got to look at your daily habits. What are you doing every day to create that success? Just look at this morning. When you woke up this morning, what were the top 5 things you did for your business? What did you actually spend your time doing to really help you launch, grow, and build a more successful business? We have found that many times entrepreneurs have these great ideas, have these great concepts, but then their daily method of operation does not line up with their big goals, their big vision, and they spin. I believe it's why most entrepreneurs burn out, because they wind up doing things they should never be doing. They step into a place called Busyville, and they live there for most of their life, and they have no idea how to get out. So you've got to realize if you've got some big goals and dreams and big vision, you've got these things in motion, then we have to build perfect days. So as part of the Rainmaker, we're going to help you understand how do you own your space? How do you become the expert? Number 2, how do you build a great community? But number 3, how do you build and become wildly productive versus being just crazy busy? We think many times that we're doing more things, that we're being more productive. It's not about what you're doing. Please write this down. Many times about what you're delegating. And one of the big things that we work with entrepreneurs is that, who do you delegate it to? Who do you have help with these things, right? How do you find the help? There are so many great services online that can make a lot of these things easy for you, and we'll share all of them with you as part of the Rainmaker program to really help you start buying back your time and really start building ultra productive days, because I believe the secret to incredible success is 2 things. It's become an intuitive performer, so really own your space, combine that with quantum productivity, and that equals quantum success. And so part of the quantum productivity is that your brain works while you sleep. We'll begin to help you understand no more to-do lists, right? You'll always make an achievement list the night before. You'll begin to really self-program yourself to let that brain work on only the highest outcomes. What is the absolute best use of your time? If I was working with you as a one-on-one coach, and I charge a great deal of money to do one-on-one coaching, but I would really help you step outside the comfort zone to figure out, tell me what you're best at. Let's focus your days on only what you're best at. And let's slowly over the next 3 months begin to delegate more out so that you can really do what you're best at to help increase the income and the bottom line for your company. And that's where productivity starts to kick in. You'll step into something called the flow and like, well, how does that person make it look so easy? They make it look easy because number one, they're doing what they should be doing. They've got a very powerful daily method of operation. They have $1 million habits. They learn to delegate things and they step into the power of what's called quantum productivity. And the other thing too is that when I look at growing companies, I always think about how do I have great partners, right? If I could just look at your business, if you could make a list of the top 5 people, if they became your marketing partner and maybe they're part of a mastermind or you got to connect with them, how awesome would it be to fast track your success by having great people around you that became the ones that marketed your courses or your programs? I mean, realize back in 2002, I didn't have lots of money. I didn't have all the right contacts, right? But I made a list of entrepreneurs and I said, if I could have them as my marketing partners, anything and everything is possible. So begin to think in your life right now, how cool would it be to have great marketing partners that know you, like you, and trust you, that are the ones that are out there telling other people about your product or service? Because I don't believe that many of us ever took a course on residual income. We probably didn't take courses on how to connect with millionaires and do deals with millionaires and billionaires. But there's no doubt about it that we know if we have better connections, better contacts, and better access, we're going to make more money. And that's part of the Rainmaker program too, is let's figure out who would you love to be connected with? You know, who can really help you take your idea, your vision to the next level. Now let's figure out a pathway to go talk to them quickly. And once again, create some value in their life so they become your marketing partner. And I think once again, we look at these things, right? That you got to own your space. You have to build a great community, a great tribe, and we'll help you with all this stuff, right? So once again, if you're listening today saying, this all sounds good, it sounds awesome, let me make it very clear for you. We're not going to do the work for you. We're going to teach you specifically how to do these things and then work with you, right? Either through our live community, our live events, all the online training and programs that we have. But, you know, make no mistake about it, this is your business. One of the first things we teach entrepreneurs, right? You want to be productive, you take ownership. I find so many entrepreneurs that are thinking, well, someone's doing it all for me. That's not going to happen. If you're going to build your dream and build your business, that means you're going to build your dream and build your business. What we're going to do is give you the map. We're going to help you understand how do you tap into your vision, because we never tell someone do this business, do that business. We'll just help you take the ideas, the business you do have, and make sure that you're lined up for it. And then build the path and the programs and really the mission to get there so it's congruent with who you are. It's a big thing to really be on path and purpose with a clear vision, because then anything and everything is really, truly possible. But I do once again believe that you've got to have some of the right partnerships, and that's why you go to masterminds. That's why and we'll teach you how to build your own local mastermind, but also get connected with the biggest thought leaders out there. And I'm going to show you one more short video, and I want you to think about as you watch the video, how cool would it be to have those individuals in the video as my marketing partners? Because realize 10 years ago, I was in the same place as many people on this webinar today, right? I didn't have all these things. I didn't have all these connections, but I had a work ethic. I had big dreams and big goals, right? And I made plenty of mistakes. And that's why the nice part about the Rainmaker program is that we'll help you fast track through the mistakes, right? Because, you know, if I've already made those, you know, and I believe once again that you don't know something until you live it. So be open to the fact that you don't have all the answers, but also be open to the fact that with some better answers, with better questions, right, the universe will give you better results. So let me just show you a really quick video once again. I want you to think about, as you watch this video, who would you like to put in that video for you? Who would you like to have as your marketing partner, someone talking about your products, your services to help you build your business, while at the same time, the secret is you'll have to learn to create value for them first and then get the access. And there's no doubt about it, as part of the Rainmaker program, you'll learn that process step by step, word for word. So let me just go to video. I'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Robert Allen, best-selling author of a lot of books on money, and I love entrepreneurship. I love business. I just do. And when I stumbled onto Bill Walsh, I found out he is the master's master on entrepreneurship. And the power team that he's put together is incredible. I hope you're part of it. If you're not, you need to be.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington. I want to tell you about Power Team. Wow, they've been fantastic for me. They bring a huge amount of people in that are looking for help, but they can help you because they take you to the next level. Whether you got an idea, looking for a great investment, Power Team International, they're the winners for you.
Hi, my name is Les Brown. I'm Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy, inviting you to come to Bill Walsh's Power Team event. Let me tell you why. This is the time you either expand or you are expendable. When you come there, you will be stretched, you will get a larger vision of yourself, and you'll learn the methods and techniques that will take your career, your business, and your income to the next level. We believe always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded.
Hello, I'm Brian Tracy, and I just want to tell you that Wynn University is one of the great experiences that you can possibly attend as a business person, as an investor, as an entrepreneur. There's so many good ideas, so many valuable people here, so many insights. It's literally priceless. I've been here for 3 days, and I've really gained millions of dollars worth of ideas and opportunities and contacts. So if you're thinking of attending Wynn University, by all means, run, don't walk.
Hi, I'm Mark McVance. You know me for Chicken Soup and Soul Series or 1 Minute Millionaire Series. But today I want to talk to you about one of my great and inspiring friends. If you really want to be a great entrepreneur, you've got to have a great, inspiring entrepreneurial teacher who knows how to take low value and make it high value. And that's what Bill Walsh and the Power Team do.
You know, so when you start to look at all those things, right, begin to think, how cool would it be to have that team marketing for you? And that's why we teach everyone, always partner with best in class. Go out of your way to create value for those that play at a super high level, and that'll open so many doors to help you create more vision, more success, and really expand some of your thinking. That's kind of where I believe all the fun starts. But what I do know for a fact is that when you put all these pieces together, the secret sauce to take your idea, to take your business, take your concept to the next level, it comes back to your why. You've got to have something inside of you that truly inspires you at a core level to play way outside your comfort zone. You know, somebody asked me what was the biggest reason for success. I would tell you that I just had a burning why. I had a bigger why. I had a bigger vision. I had a bigger belief that, you know what, I could do. I could make all the mistakes. And believe me when I tell you that, I've made all the mistakes, right? The stuff that we'll share with you is because years and years and years of doing it wrong. I believe if you gave me what's the definition of success, it's persistence plus failure equals success. And so understand that, you know, you've got to be able to stay on track and stay on path and stay on purpose to make those things happen. And you're going to have the ups and downs, right? You have to realize that, you know, any part of a business you're going to grow, it's never going to be a straight line to success. It's going to be a zigzag line. And you're going to face adversities. You're going to face people in your life that tell you you can't do it, you're not worth it, you're stupid, you're dumb. You're gonna have entrepreneurs that challenge you. You're gonna have partnerships that don't work out perfectly. But that's all part of building a great company, building a great business. And what allows you to drive through that thing is, what's your big why? You know, what truly inspires you at a core level? And if the message that I'm sharing with you resonates with you, right, then gosh, we'd love to have you as a customer. We'd love to have you as part of our community. We'd love to help you build that wildly successful, fun business that you want to be a part of and give you access to by far one of the greatest entrepreneurial communities on the planet as part of the Rainmaker program. You know, we created an amazing event that we meet with our customers twice a year called the Ultimate Wealth Camp. It is an incredible journey of 2.5 days on internet marketing and joint ventures and, you know, meeting people and big parties. We threw a big party in Chicago at our retreat center, and a big party in Vegas at the Bellagio, all designed to bring our customers together a couple times a year. And, you know, we don't have to do that. We do it because I know for a fact that when you can help your customers create more success, they'll tell everybody. And that has to be part of your why and part of why you're doing what you're doing, right? What truly inspires you at a core level, you know, but we sell those tickets for $5,000 a ticket to come for the big party and come for 2 days of internet marketing and, you know, putting together marketing partnerships like we just showed you on the last video. Well, the nice part about that gift is that everyone that's part of our Rainmaker community gets 2 tickets for both of those events. You get to come and bring a guest to both of those events and really experience, once again, what does it take to get in the right network, the right frame, the right group. But that comes from having a big why, and that big why is to serve. You know, if you were to ask what the big why is for me, without doubt, it's my kids. You see pictures on there of me and Austin, I'm probably in your top left of your screen. I've learned so much from him, you know, over the years when it comes to internet marketing and help people grow their ideas and grow their businesses, because he has a pulse on that. He's lived in that world, but he truly cares. He owns that industry every day. But, you know, there's nothing greater than a blessing in your life to be able to work with your kids and spend quality time with them and travel the world. And I feel so honored and blessed for that. And my other children, Evan, that you see down there on the bottom right of your screen, I mean, you know, now a young adult, he's doing some great things and really, you know, making a difference. He's in the music business now. But, you know, it's a blessing to be able to spend the quality time and do things. I would do anything for my kids. And my daughter, Marissa, she just finished college. She's going on to the school for more to be a PA. And once again, she has an amazing big heart to really serve and help people. And, you know, I think, you know, when you start thinking about what is it for you, what is it in your life that truly inspires you? I work with a lot of entrepreneurs that have lost their passion. They're not sure where they're going. They're not sure what they're doing. So we help them, right? We help them as part of the program. How do you tap into your why? How do you really find that big why that inspires you every day to get out of bed early, go to bed late, show up for the extra events, go to the office early, do whatever it takes to really understand that, success is about having some passion for what you're doing and being able to tap into that passion at such a high level, once again, that your friends think you're crazy. And of course, I love giving back, right? We work with many, many organizations. I sit in the advisory board for a great group, the Safe Haven organization, but we've helped many others, right? When I wrote my book, The Obvious, we donated all the proceeds to breast cancer awareness, made more money. We built schools in Africa, made more money. We teamed up with Big Brothers, Big Sisters nationwide, where now they get to send some of their, up to 5,000 kids through our program, the Rainmaker program, to really inspire these young adults to win, because they really are our future. But, as part of our course and our program, we're going to make sure that, are you really on path and purpose? Do you really tap into a vision that's so big and so clear? And do you have the why behind it? Because the why, just write this down, the why becomes the fuel. It's the fuel that drives you through the adversity. And there's no doubt about it, you're going to face the adversity. But if you're truly on path and purpose and you have a great vision, a great plan, a great team, a great system, right, and you're organized, you become unstoppable. And that's what a Rainmaker is. When you think about why do they do the Rainmaker dance, going back hundreds of years, they would just keep dancing until it rained. And I think it's the same thing here in business. You've got to just never quit. You've got to have that never quit attitude. You've got to have that passion, purpose, and the steam behind it that moves you. And that's why so often, when people aren't on path and purpose, when they sign up for a business for all the wrong reasons, they wind up spinning and they wind up quitting. And I can tell you for a fact that the one thing that I hate to see is I hate to see people going through life with no passion, no purpose, or they're burnt out. I love that when I can help an entrepreneur turn their life around, or a business owner take it to the next level, because they find that path and purpose with a clear vision and they become unstoppable. And I always ask entrepreneurs and small business owners, what's your legacy plan going to be, right? Are you really building a plan to understand, did you really make a difference? Is your company creating a social impact program to make a difference, local, regional, national, or international? Once again, it's not about when do you start that. You start that now. But you tap into your why now. And we do that by helping you, turn off the TV, turn on your life. Part of the Rainmaker program is we have you build a why movie of your life, what truly inspires you at a core level. And then you'll watch that why movie every day. Literally every day you turn the movie on to understand that, that you have big things to do. You've got great people around you. And before I finish up today and invite, I see a number of entrepreneurs have already someone got them a link and they've already enrolled in the program, which is awesome. This is really a global broadcast, and we'll begin to have these on a regular basis. You can plug in, you can share this link with anybody that is really serious about launching, growing, or building a business. We're looking for those Rainmaker entrepreneurs that are totally, totally committed to creating more success, or starting a new business, or starting over, or finding a new career. And of course, we're looking for those, coaches and speakers and trainers that want to help us take our message worldwide. And if that resonates with you, or you want to host a club for us, we have a whole team for just that alone. But you've got to tap into that big why that moves you at a core level to create even more success. When we look at the entire package, right, what does it come down to, right? Let us help you become the expert that steps into the right vision, mission, plan, and really begin to own your space. Help you build a community that really is about having the right plan, the right systems, the right team, the right marketing strategy, so you're not wasting any time. We're going to make sure that when you lay out that vision, the mission, you know exactly what it takes to get from today where you're at to achieving your biggest goals and having a really clear path to get there. And then, of course, what does it take to become wildly productive, right? How do you build a great daily method of operation? If you've got clutter in your life and you're not organized, our course alone has helped people in that area, literally, where it's saved them tens and tens of thousands of dollars to make sure they're building perfect days. And they know how to delegate, and they know how to step into quantum productivity that most people go through their whole life and never experience what quantum productivity is like. There's no doubt about it. The minute you do that, you're going to see incredible results in your life and your business, because when you're on path and purpose with a clear plan, you're going to make more money. And then, as we just talked about, tapping into your big why, really being inspired about who you are and where you're at and where you're going, and begin to build that legacy plan today. Begin to become that unstoppable entrepreneur. That's what a Rainmaker is. And so that's all part of the Rainmaker program, and really through our 12 to 16 week online course, plus getting access to our live course now, where you can come as many times as you want for a whole year. You can go over and over and over. You can watch the videos over and over and over. Get access to our community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. These are all things that by themselves are worth way more than what you'd pay for the entire package. So we've really created a great, outcome success plan that helps entrepreneurs go from where they're at today to achieving those big goals and dreams in the next 12 to 24 months of really taking that, once again, that mission, vision, and plan to a whole different level. You know, I get this question a lot. What are the results of the Rainmaker program, right? Number one, we're going to help you build that outstanding 2-year success plan. And this means that you're going to map the program from success track to success plan to business plan. And this is all part of the Rainmaker process. And once again, this is nothing new. This is something we've worked on for 20 years as I helped other companies do a lot of the same process that now we can help entrepreneurs do worldwide. In addition to that, make sure you have a very clear vision, mission, and purpose. You know, think about before the webinar today, did you actually have a mapped out vision where your company was going? Do you actually have a mission in terms of how you're going to get there step by step, quarter over quarter, so you know exactly what it takes to make that vision become a reality? And did you have a clear purpose? Why are you in that business? You'll leave with all that as part of the Rainmaker program. In addition to that, how about just increasing your revenue and profits, right? Begin to think, what do the top people in your space make, and know that if they can do it, you can do it. Beyond that, how about an awesome internet marketing suite, right? How about literally having some of the best tools on the planet to make this possible? Where as part of our scholarship program today, you'll get our website, our CRM, our iPhone app, and more importantly, right, as you start to put these all together, our SMS marketing suite, as well as our social media marketing suite, all is part of the Rainmaker package to help you become even more successful. How about optimizing your sales and marketing funnel? I know that most companies that I've worked with, when I sit down with them, I say, show me the marketing funnel. They don't even have a marketing funnel. They don't know what $1 million funnel looks like. As part of the Rainmaker program, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to take you through step by step, what does that $1 million funnel look like, and to show you exactly what we've done to build out each piece of it. And of course, the sales process, when you meet someone, how do you follow up with all that? And of course, as you go through that, right, how do you build out that community of great customers? What are the step-by-step processes to build the tribe, build the community, and build your own referral systems in place to literally begin to build a great and outstanding company? And of course, the big one when you put us all together is that, you know, what does quantum productivity look like? You know, if you look at that bullseye hitting right there in the center, that's not by accident, right? That's designed about what does it take to really achieve quantum success. You put this package together, and it's not going to happen overnight. I do not believe in get rich quick. I believe it takes time to build a great business, a great value proposition to serve customers, and then work your tail off to make it all possible and make it happen. But this really is, you know, when you look at what's the ultimate entrepreneur success program, the Rainmaker program is definitely that program. And we've keyed all these things into one program to help you get there. So, you know, if this resonates with you and if you're really serious about it, and I'm looking for entrepreneurs worldwide that are hungry and they're coachable, we've literally made it so easy for you today to get started, to create that success plan and start making more money. But you've got to take advantage of it. You've got to step outside the comfort zone to make it happen. You know, they say, what are some of the parts of the success track? Obviously, track one, empower your communications. Really understand how to build a great game plan around your goals, your vision, your mission, your purpose. And of course, how do we unleash the power of your why, right? The second part is, how do we build that, help you build that success fast track plan? You know, how do you understand what are companies using to do advanced marketing strategies? And this is good for local brick and mortar companies or major entrepreneurs going global. It doesn't matter, right? Marketing is marketing when it comes to building that tribe and building that customer database. But of course, it's the automation behind it, right? So once again, you got to have a great offer. You got to have a great product or service. But once you can tag that with great marketing systems behind it, all of a sudden you'll start creating even more money. You know, how do you connect with the mega successful? How do you have them become your marketing partners? We will teach you this step-by-step, word for word, how to make those introductions, how to make that happen as part of the Rainmaker program. Once again, for those that are really serious about taking their idea or their business to the next level. And of course, the third track, right, is how do you build those perfect days? How do you live into that success plan? How do you launch your own masterminds, right? Because people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for masterminds. You can literally launch your own. We'll teach you how to build your own Rainmaker mastermind right in your own backyard, and then help you achieve it by getting some of the people you might need to connect with to make it happen. And that really is, once again, it's another gift that begin to think about it, right? Would you be doing a whole lot better if you had a great team around you? I know for a fact you can get so far on your own, but you can probably get a whole lot further with a great team around you. And I know, just by looking at some of the clients that I've coached, I've worked with over the years, none of this is by accident. I do once again believe that success is definitely by design. So these are some of the special bonuses I have for you guys just for plugging in today and as part of our program. So let me give you a couple of these, right? The first one is our software package, right? As part of the scholarship program, if you get enrolled today, you're going to get the iPhone app, the Facebook marketing suite, and the CRM system, all as part of the package. In addition to that, you'll get the 10 tickets to the Inspiration Conference we talked about, and you'll literally be able to give those out to your best clients or sell them and keep all the money. And this is a great conference all about new ways to make money. It's once in New York a year and once in LA. You can get all the details, all the ticket information. And then, of course, you'll get 2 tickets to our Ultimate Wealth Camp, right? Those tickets sell, once again, for $5,000 a ticket. But even more importantly, you get tickets to both events, either Vegas or Chicago. I mean, yeah, Vegas or Chicago is part of the program. So definitely that ticket alone by itself more than pays for your entire program, because you'll come there and meet so many great people and leave with new internet tips at least twice a year, incredible priceless contacts and connections. And I've watched it happen. I've watched companies grow dramatically just because they had one of the right introductions, the right connections. You'll get all those as part of our Rainmaker Summit VIP bonus plan, just for taking advantage of the scholarship today, where instead of buying all these pieces one-on-one, you can literally get the entire package now for 12 easy payments of $199, or do one payment of $2,000, one payment of $1,997. We've made it very simple for anybody that's serious. So let me just recap one more time so you have all this stuff. And then once we finish, we'll open up and take some questions. But the Rainmaker Summit, the 12-week e-learn program, sells by itself for around $2,000. But all the VIP bonuses today include access to the 2.5-day live Rainmaker Summit. You can come as many times as you want, for the whole year. Our Success System software, your iPhone app, CRM, website, social media, and SMS marketing suite, you get that as part of the bonus as well. That once again, if you try to buy these pieces or find these, you pay a lot more money than that. You get 2 tickets to the Ultimate Wealth Camp. You get 20 tickets to the Inspiration. I see some people already taking advantage of the offer. That's awesome. You can click the link at the bottom and get enrolled right away. I want to welcome you to the Rainmaker family. You'll begin to get information immediately. And either way, whether it's doing the one payment of $1,997 or the 12 easy payments of $199, whatever works for you is awesome. We're looking to bring this product out to the world. Our goal is hundreds of thousands of new entrepreneurs through our courses and programs over the next few years. And so now what we've done is we've literally just packed it with so much value that some of our customers think we're crazy. But I love that. I love that, let the rest try to compete with us, because we'll just keep adding value after value after value to our clients, where literally, for a fact that just one piece of this was worth probably 10 or 20 times what you paid for the program. Access to our Fast Track group coaching program for the first month when you roll out of the program, to get on some weekly calls to help with our team. Access to our video vault. Access to our Facebook global community, right? It's awesome to have access to the community, as well as now we've done something very cool for you guys today, where you can also bring your spouse or your business partner for free. And that normally people are paying $1,000 just for that extra value that you'll get today as part of the program. As once you've enrolled, this is not only just good for you, but it's also good for your partner or your business partner to come. And of course, probably one of the greatest parts of our course and program is that now all your kids under 21 can come for free. So if you're getting enrolled now, think about this. Even if everything we've talked about may not resonate with you and you have children under 21, I'm telling you that it'll be one of the best decisions you've ever made to have your kids come through the online Rainmaker program or the live Rainmaker program to help them launch, grow, or build a business. So if the things we've talked about have really resonated with you, I really look forward to working with you. I don't know, where you're at with your business, where you're at with your ideas, but I know for a fact that if you want to launch, grow, or build a more successful company, I know for a fact that we can help you with that. And I look forward to meeting you personally, right? I still train a number of the live Rainmaker events along with our incredible team of coaches and leaders from all over the world. And we're looking for more of those leaders and coaches and speakers and trainers that we'd love to work with as well. And don't forget, if you do have a passion for speaking, put a little note in the chat box, or get back with you, put you on this webinar today, and they'll get you some more information about that, because I'd like to talk with you one-on-one if that's something you're serious about. But it really does come down to this. If you're ready for more in your life, more is going to show up. If you know for a fact that you've been challenged with launching, growing, building a business, or if you're ready to go to the next level, you're going to love the Rainmaker program. And our team is so excited to work with you. I see that a number of folks have already taken advantage. Thank you so much. Welcome to our community. Make the decision. Make the decision to really take your life and your business to the next level, and definitely join the Rainmaker community today. You're going to love our tribe. You'll love our courseware and our programware. But I can tell you that at the end of the day, it's going to make your journey a whole lot easier, a whole lot smoother, and a whole lot more fun when you know you're on path, purpose, with a clear vision, great systems, great plan, and you're organized. I would like to thank everyone today for plugging in from all over the world, and for our incredible team of EBCs and RVPs and SVPs that made this possible to get it out to their groups. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to seeing you at the next Rainmaker event. I look forward to helping you launch, grow, and build your successful business, take it to the top. So I'm going to complete this portion of the webinar now, and then I believe we're going to open up for some questions and answers right here at the end. So thank you very much, everybody, and I'll be back in the Q&A in about 30 seconds.